Tak, dobrý večer, dámy a pánové. Vítejte tady na Mistrovství republiky finále v desítce proti Davidovi Žalmanovi a Petrovi Urbanovi. Máme tady první rozstřel od Davida. Měl rozstřel moc pěkný v semifinále proti Markovi Hajdovskému. Tady můžeme vidět ten rozstřel ještě jednou. Vypadalo to moc pěkně, ale bohužel nic nespadlo. Takže Petr má tady šanci. Hrajeme na 8 vítězných, střídavý rozstřel. Tady začínám v češtině, dokud tady nepřijde můj spolukomentátor. Tak ještě tady máme začátek tady v češtině. Tady máme prvního komentátora Milana Ugrina.
Já vás zdravím. Tak za chvilku mě vystřídá Damian Markovič a...
Krásný start tady od Petra Urbana.
Hezky. Aspoň uvidíte, jak Damian hezky mluví česky.
Tady jenom pro ti, kteří možná nejsou úplně, kteří jsou noví ke kulečníku, tak každý hráč má tady 30 vteřin na každý strk. To je takzvaný časový rozhodčí, který je jenom na semifinále a finále na mistrovství republiky. To tady Petr Urban trefil hodně. Hodně zlehka.
Hodně jemný olis, ale spadlo to, ale pozice nic moc.
Jenom abych dopověděl k časovému rozhodčímu, tak každý má 30 vteřin na strk a má jedno prodloužení v každé hře. Takže jestli si myslí, že nemá dostatek času, tak si může využít to jedno prodloužení.
To je dalších 30 sekund navíc, ale jenom jednou to může použít za celou hru.
Pro boha, tady Petr zatím bez chyby. Neuvěřitelný strky zatím. A tady to ještě vidíme jednou. No, to bylo moc krásně provedený. Teď jenom to tady dobře utempovat. Není potřeba to trefit moc silně. A trefuje to, myslím si, že to perfektním tempem. Tady bude se snažit určitě hrát sedmičku. Ale tím takovým způsobem, aby tam pětka zůstala přesně před dírou.
To se mu daří, to je super.
To stačí. Já jsem vtípkoval, když jsem poprvé viděl dneska Petra, protože on není mu úplně nejlíp. A já jsem říkal, že no, možná mu není nejlíp, ale i tak je pořád vysoká šance, že vyhraje a je tady aktuálně ve finále, takže myslím si, že můj předpoklad, že se potenciálně dostane, že dokáže to vyhrát ten turnaj, tak je pořád docela vysoká.
On sám říkal, že dneska jsem jel s tím, že se chce dostat do 16, ale že nakonec prostě se mu nějak furt daří vyhrávat a docela s přehledem, že prostě jde strk od strku, zápas od zápasu, snaží se nemyslet na nic jiného a vychází mu soustředění perfektně, což je super. A v tuhle chvíli už jsem přišel Damian Markovič, který mě vystřídá, tak dámy a pánové, mějte se hezky, já se s vámi teďka loučím a předávám slovo Damianovi.
Bye bye. Takže we are now changing to English. Hello, Damian.
Hello, Calvin. Pleased to be here. And pleased to watch, enjoy, and commentate on this fabulous final.
What elegant words you have, Damian. Peter didn't exactly get the perfect positional play here on the 10, but I think he should be fine, at least from what we've been seeing, and there it is.
So he is.
So we are... That is the first score of the day, and Peter Urban is now winning 1-0 to a race to 8 in the 2023 10-ball Czech finals. We see that Kane is the referee for this final. If you were listening earlier on, then Kane was our co-commentator for a little while. I found it hilarious that there was a Canadian and an Indian speaking in Czech for commentary, but now you have a Canadian and a Serbian speaking in English.
Yes, indeed. Just showing you how international this game is and how much we in the Czech Republic are happy to welcome players from all over the world.
Show,
Kani is racking up
show
the
the Czech
balls.
show the Czech people some love. Say a couple of Czech words just so they know you can actually say something.
Pokud to chceš, Calvine, já to mám rád udělat.
Okay, we can stop there. That was enough.
Thanks. That's all I know.
In any case, pool in Czech has become quite international, but this final is far from it. This is as Czech as you'll get.
This is a match we've gotten used to seeing in the finals because David and Petr have contested so many of them over the past few years that it's difficult to keep count. And it's even harder to say who would be the favorite in this match, for both players have shown exceptional form and consistency in reaching the final without that much of a fuss in terms of score. They've both won rather comfortably, neither of them seeing a decider on their hands, and they will hope to carry this form and this consistency into this match as well, the last one they need in order to capture the title of Czech 10-ball champion.
Once again, hello to all the viewers joining in. A special hello to Pablo Muchacho, Despacito, Corazon, and however many other Spanish words I can come up with off the top of my head. Peter here was trying to get the one in the side, but that didn't work out, and now he's left an open table here for David. A little bit of a draw shot to get the two on the side would be perfect. Let's see.
That's the only option he's got, because the 2-ball doesn't go into the bottom right corner as we look, and there wouldn't be any angle for the bottom left. And as I say that, he's played a perfect shot.
If the semi-final against Marek Hajdovský was anything to go by, then I think David will be quite the dangerous opponent. Kane was asking for my opinion on who I think the winner of today will be, and even during the quarterfinals I was already saying that I think David will be the winner for today, because when I was watching him, I was playing right next to him, and when I was watching him play the last 16 match against Jakub Stuna, he was playing unbelievably. He thrashed him 6-1, and I feel like just break and run and clearance every time he got to the table.
And it's hard to criticize his semi-final performance against Marek Hajdovský, for there too was almost no errors present.
The beginning was a bit slow from him, but otherwise he, as you say, afterwards he was flawless.
Petr Urban also showed a rather decent performance against Jaroslav Tichy in the semi-final. Tichy was playing somewhat below his usual standards. It seemed to me that he was rushing his shots just a bit. He is a fast player by nature, and he feels best, in his own words, when he is playing in a quick pace, but it was just my impression that in the semi he was not giving each shot the attention it deserved. Nonetheless, Petr Urban did an excellent job in punishing every single one of Jarda's mistakes, no matter how small they were, and he deservedly finds himself facing his old friend and foe David Žalman. David here may want to put at least some bottom on the cue ball, as he has done, to avoid being hooked behind the 10 on the 7, and now he can elect to play just a short follow-through, for he's got position on the 8 in potentially all 4 pockets, with an angle on the 9.
Actually, with Marek losing, there's a streak that has ended, which was the potential to have an 8th different winner on the Czech pool scene this year, because as of yet it's been 7 tournaments, 7 different winners. But now with Žalman and Urban in the final, that streak is going to be coming to an end.
Yes,
Marek Hajdovský was the only one who could have still saved that in that semi-final.
My thoughts to a letter as I was watching that semi. I was thinking, David does deserve to win here, but it would be an interesting fact to mention that the first 8 tournaments this year out of 10 have had different winners.
That would definitely be. I think even the first 7 is a first. With David Žalman putting in the first 10 ball to make it 1-1, or his first 10 ball to be more exact. And how was your tournament today?
Well, I can't say it was my best showing. I was eliminated in the last 16 by a spirited Petr Urban performance, although his confidence was helped by a handy serving of my own errors, which I'm somewhat unhappy to admit. But you can't always play that well, and fatigue is gonna catch up with you eventually, especially if you've not had the most stable past month in your life. So I don't have too much to regret. Had I played my own game, it's not that certain that I would have won. Petr is a valiant opponent, so I'd say I'm not too displeased with how today ended. And you, Calvin? You made a somewhat better impression.
Maybe in terms of results, but my quarterfinal performance against Jarda Tichy was less than great from my side. But yeah, could have been better. But my main goal here was to outscore Honza Meissner, and that's exactly what I did. So I'm happy from a results point of view. But in terms of as a player, then felt like the more matches I played, the worse pool I was playing. So,
and that seems to call upon this not that good shot. Funny you should mention Jan Meissner. You did achieve a step beyond him in terms of the final score, but it was helped by Jan's frankly shocking decomposure in front of the winning line when he was 5-3 up against Martin Forman in the last 16.
I felt like every time I had been watching a match of Meissner, then he was always making the most ridiculous mistake that I've ever seen from him.
Well, I wouldn't be that harsh, but I do catch your drift and I do agree somewhat. Jan can run out any rack from any position, but what seems to be his undoing are those uncharacteristic silly mistakes. And he must find a way to address that, otherwise he will lose matches he ought to win, really.
Well, for my Federal Cup hopes for next year, then he's free to make as many of those mistakes as he wants.
Understandable, Calvin. Understandable indeed.
Well, that was a nice little shot here on the 2. He's a little bit hampered by the 8 ball, so it's not going to be easiest queuing here on the 3, but as long as he cues this in nice and straight, then he should be, and he should get natural angle to get onto the 4.
Yeah, he shouldn't worry too much about the cue ball here. Any sort of natural shot would get the cue ball in prime position for the 4 to the left side pocket.
Here we can see Petr has the shirt from the Pardubice Open, one that he also had gotten to a final in, almost winning. Getting there to who did he lose against? Babica.
Radoslav Babica, the Polish, pool legend, against whom it is no shame to lose.
Ooh, that was a lot of body movement there. It was an awkward shot. 8 was certainly not making the shot easier, but
this 3 ball hanging on the pocket shouldn't be too much of a problem for David, and it isn't. But let me tell you, this is sometimes the nightmare of pool players.
Oh yeah.
For it is so hard to maneuver the cue ball out of the jaws of the pocket when the object ball is sitting right there in front of them. Even the most seasoned pros find it hard to predict in which diamond square the cue ball is going to end up.
But luckily the 3 there wasn't too difficult, so Žalman, David had the ability to move around with the cue ball.
And now it's a simple stun shot off the left side rail.
Here he needs to be a little bit wary of the side pocket, so either hitting it a little bit more above or a little bit below the cue ball than he would be maybe used to.
I would go below, yes, just like that.
That was perfect.
And now it's just a dish up. This resembles a drill one would do when one is an absolute beginner.
Yeah, it does look very nicely lined up here.
It calls to memory the years 2007 and 2008, but that's just my story. Stun shot or small follow through, he's home and dry. It is a stun shot, and that is 2-1.
Perhaps we'll see some surprise with the white ball going in the side pocket.
Oh, I would be surprised indeed.
But that's the lovely thing about pool. You can always be pleasantly or unpleasantly surprised by even the simplest of shots.
Yeah, especially by yourself.
David has to be a little bit... Oh, he's playing this right-handed. Has to be a little bit wary.
It's a bold shot. But no issue for him.
No issue with that. we can have a look at that shot again. Yep, David with the right hand. Looks a little bit unnatural, but it worked nonetheless.
Most pool players today feel almost as comfortable with their opposite hand than they do with their usual hand.
I think it's a very important skill to learn. Like if anybody watches snooker, then obviously you will know that Ronnie O'Sullivan is by far one of the most dangerous ambidextrous players there are.
And that opens him up to more shots, because if he were to reach over with the rest, he would have a bit less maneuvering room for the cue ball. But when playing with both hands almost equally as good, he doesn't have to worry about such a thing. And it's not only that, Calvin, it's also the fact that when you practice your weaker arm, in our case our left arm, it feels to me that you have to engage a different part of the brain, the one that hasn't automatically engulfed our pool skills, although this has engulfed the cue ball, this left side pocket. As I was saying, practicing your opposite hand teaches your brain to be nimble and to accept very slight changes in your technique, in your lineup, in your stance, in your follow-through. Or maybe I'm just seeing things that aren't there. Either way, I would recommend being a bit more skillful than you already are with your opposite hand.
It definitely can feel very good if you use your opposite hand. In any case,
I have to agree.
David now has a reasonably open table. One small issue, I guess, being the 6 ball here. He can decide to either play it with a carom or to play the combo.
I think he'll play the carom, and then not play it too strong, leave the 6 around the pocket, because he's got almost nothing to do with the cue ball for the 4 in the right side pocket.
He's going into this. Maybe. Ooh, this is a hard shot. This is honestly a lot harder than it looks, to be honest. At least in my opinion.
I would never call this
easy. He's putting a lot
easy.
of right-hand side there.
Oh, he played the combo indeed, and it's not worked out according to plan.
Yeah, that was much harder than it seemed there, to control the white and the 3 ball after that contact. Not sure if that was the right shot. But
Save seems pretty straightforward here.
Yeah,
rather orthodox.
Easy. Yeah, perfect.
A shot very often seen in snooker, and it's executed flawlessly.
Yeah, this is super difficult with the 3, especially tied up on the rail there. It makes the area of hitting the 3 a lot harder than if it was a little bit off the rail here.
And it also makes it harder to predict where the 3 is going to end up after initial contact.
Yep. Although if he does hit it nicely, then there is a good chance that he could actually sink this. But you got to be super precise with that. I'm assuming he'll be going around the 3rd diamond here from the top. Right, just above the side pocket here.
Yeah.
With a bit of left-hand side.
9 ball could help the 3 into the pocket,
Oh,
Calvin.
no, that was...
not without contact.
That is a foul.
And that should be a somewhat straightforward clearance.
Well, this is...
for David.
This is so far advantage David Žalman. I think if David manages to clear up here, this is going to be an uphill battle for Peter at the beginning, at the very least. Because if I'm not mistaken, it's also going to be David's. It is going to be David's break after this as well.
Yeah.
Okay, it ended up getting up there. Seemed like it might be a little bit short, but
Yeah, stand off the rail and he'll be there.
it's actually perfect position.
It feels to me sometimes, Calvin, that in these sorts of matches where both opponents are very strong and where an imperfect break could really sway the frame, that it's a bit like tennis. You have your own serve, then your opponent has their serve, and if you don't win on your serve or on your break, you are already 1 point down.
In terms of the mentality, I completely agree. Tennis is, I think, by far the closest thing that you could compare pool to, as if we get out of cue sports, that is, like snooker and all that kind of stuff, then I think tennis is very comparable to kind of that mental game of what pool players have to go through.
How so?
Obviously, tennis is a lot more fast-paced, but it is still 1 against 1. It's an individual sport, which most sports aren't. Most sports are team-based, which is a completely different dynamic. But
And also, it matters not only the winners you make, but the errors as well.
Exactly.
And pool players sometimes count not the racks they ran, but the balls they missed, the cue balls they misplaced. And it really is one error that can decide a match. Just as in games in tennis.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Here we can have a look at that 10 ball again, where David Žalman has now gone up 3-1 in a race to 8.
Still a long way to go, Kelvin.
Definitely.
Too early to make any predictions.
Well, I'm putting my money on David.
Huh?
Want to wager?
Now, experience tells me to disagree.
Damn. I thought I might get free dinner.
Nah, you're barking up the wrong tree, my man.
Although, as my dad likes to say, there's no such thing as a free lunch. Although I would disagree with that, because I did win 100 crowns off of Jarda in a bet. But
We all have. That's no real accomplishment.
although he did get his payback by beating me in the quarterfinal.
Yeah, he's beaten us all a number of times.
Oh, that was close. That was very close to being a very bad.
4 balls down.
My.
Awkward position on the cube on the 1 ball. He may decide to bank it in the opposite side pocket.
Now that lifting of the arms after the break is something that we've seen many a times. Marek Hajdovský, I think, on 3 separate occasions had that. Yep, you can see it right there.
Still, it's always better to be on the table than off it.
100%, even if the situation is not exactly ideal. It's always better to, as you say, have the power to control something. To control your fate.
Yeah. This power switches to Petr Urban now, as David has not played the best save here in this match.
It is visible. I think there's, let's say, 2 offensive options. You could play with a bunch of right-hand spin and try to sink it in the corner pocket, which I think is not exactly the right option. But you could potentially even play this to go into the 6, but that's also quite a unrealistic offensive shot. The defensive shot was definitely the better option here.
Oh yeah, without question. In terms of offensive shots, I would still go for the 1 of the 6.
Yeah, I think if you were to go offensive, I think that would have been the shot to go for.
Now I think that the 1 ball is covered on the right, so David can't play it down on the table, but he may still elect to roll this 1 ball down the
Ooh,
rail.
Nice.
Yes,
That was nice.
just like that. Excellent shot.
What to do here? Maybe to go down the table and go up to try to sink the 1 ball in the top corner?
Sounds good.
Or
Not
the
easy.
other way. I honestly would feel more. I guess the side pocket is actually kind of kind of dangerous there, so that's probably a safer option.
I still prefer going off the rail with topspin than with bottom.
Oh, look where the 1. Oh no, it almost seemed like the 1 was going to go in.
Oh, it's pretty good. It's a good outcome. Petr will
let's
be
quickly have
feeling very
quick look
fortunate
at
here.
that. Yeah, just barely getting that 1 ball. What's he looking at there? Oh, that's for the cue ball. So I'm assuming he's going to try to hide this behind the 2 somehow.
Behind the 10 on the bottom rail. He's flicked the 10. Not what he wanted to do.
This is still not entirely open, but there is a chance actually of a bank shot here into the top right and the top corner.
Or a very offensive save shot with the cue ball behind the 2.
Also an option. I think he'll actually be trying to get the cue ball back onto the right side of the table, so he can use the 7 and the 3 as blocker balls here.
And that's just what he's done.
And he's actually
It's worked out. It's both hidden by the 10 and the 7. So
yeah,
it's
he's gonna have to jump.
a right side rail, or no, maybe he can jump. If he can get to the potting angle of this 1 ball, then he'll definitely jump, and I think he can.
Yeah, he's going for it. And luckily, with the 6 ball actually covering that corner pocket, he doesn't have to worry potentially about the in-off. At least not in that corner.
Yeah, very true. Let's see how this jump shot pans out.
It's difficult, but David is a great jumper. I remember in my final in the Czech Pool Tour 9 ball open, he made 3 incredible jump shots in a row. So
Yeah, I believe I was commentating on that very match.
yep,
And
there
he makes
there-
another one.
There you go.
Fabulous shot.
Let us have a look at that again. Oh, was he unlucky there? Oh, the 6 ball helped him as I. Let's have a look at
I
that
would
jump.
say both lucky and unlucky.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Next one.
Oh, what a shot.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, so the white ball must
Straight
have
in
gone.
the heart of the pocket. It must have hit the 8.
I'm just in time to see the 2 ball.
Oh, is he gonna scratch? No, he's safe just about.
Oof. What a
He'll
wicked
not feel
jump
happy
shot
there.
that was. Yeah, he's a specialist when it comes to those shots.
Indeed he is. And I also feel I have to point out Marek Hajdovski's skill in this area.
Well, he was playing great against you in the winner side match. I remember.
He was.
There were a couple of jump shots and like the tactical shots that he played that were just amazing. To be honest.
Exactly. He got every jump on the nose. And even if I played a safety shot, if it wasn't tight behind the object ball, or the ball hiding the object ball, I would still be in trouble because he would execute a jump and leave me with almost nothing to play next.
Ooh,
Wow.
what a shot! But this is not
It's
good.
not ending up well.
Oh.
Such a pity for an excellent pot.
Yeah, you can already see him running around,
He'll feel hard done by.
going for the
Side
side.
pocket.
Can he actually see it? Seems like he might. Like
He
maybe like a
must.
sliver.
No other reason he would play it this
He's
way.
going for it.
Whoa, he's overcut it.
And
And
it's
he's
game
been
over.
Unlucky. Or not lucky at all. Can you imagine? That free ball was not just cuttable, but overcuttable.
Yeah, you usually overcut it in situations when you think it's impossible.
Another truth.
Let's see, will he just
Will
go
he
forward
run
with
this
the cue
through?
ball?
If he's got almost no angle. Oh,
Never mind.
well, he's okay, but he'll be wanting to be straighter on that 8. Still no problem.
Yeah, great.
And the standard 10 ball.
And Žalman is winning 4 racks to 1. Zdravíme Pepu Hracha. Jenom na váš komentář. Ne, není možný, aby stream byl v češtině. Děkujeme za pochopení. So back to the stream, where we are definitely not having the option to speak in Czech. And we say hello to 46 of you who are watching live. Good evening to all. I hope you are enjoying the final here. We've been doing our best to improve on the live stream with the newly added replay feature. I think that's been a great feature to, or a new addition to this live stream. So, and a message from Milan to Pablo. He has now got his kebab. With Petr with a break, and yeah, no, that's not looking good. Or actually, no, wait, did something fall actually? No, we don't want the jump. Actually, the jump was very good, but I feel like nothing went.
The 6 ball fell.
No,
No,
it
it
didn't.
didn't.
Okay, so nothing did.
Still 3 balls tied up on the left side of the table. Now 5 of them, unless that's a combination, which looks like it
don't
is.
tell me that he can actually see that one now.
He can maybe just flick it.
Yeah, maybe. Nice hit from Peter. He's able to hit the one, but where is the position going to end up? Awkward. I think that was kind of a hidden hope shot right there.
One inside potentially, and potentially a good safety shot. 5 and 10 offering a large area of cover.
Let's see, will he get this off one rail into the side? Ooh, the white almost went in there.
Oh, this is not good for David.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity for Peter. He's been trailing in this match, well, ever since David got his first points on the board.
Straightforward draw shot.
Nah,
Angle on the 2, maybe a bit more than he would have wanted. But he
actually,
can shoot
actually
it in
might
the
have not
top
been
corner.
might have not
play a
been
stop
enough.
Yeah, if you look at it that way.
Let's see, what's he gonna do here?
Off the rail.
Whenever
is it
whenever
awkward
Peter is
behind the
queuing,
line?
I can never really tell if he's like, he will be aiming in the middle of the cue ball, but then all of a sudden he'll hit it lower on the last stroke.
And just like Meissner.
Well, yeah, don't even talk to me about Meissner's technique. Whatever you do, do not copy Meissner's technique. That's a warning and a PSA to everybody.
Unless you are Meissner. For
Oh, he was
only
going for
works for him. That was a cut, went
he was trying to get that 10 ball on the side there.
but the free is safe.
I see a lovely safe behind the 5 here.
Ah, he's playing a draw shot.
Yep.
Does he want to do that? I would play it off the rail.
I would have gone off the rail too. Yeah, that's not perfect. Well, he gets lucky with the 9. I think he actually might not have even seen that if the 9 wasn't there. I'm not sure. I think this is tight.
It's bankable. I think
If
it's
he can see
bankable.
the 3, it's definitely bankable. Yeah, he just needs to make sure he's indicated he's going to play there. So he's going for the bank.
Natural safe on the left side of the table.
He just needs to make sure he gets the right tempo so he doesn't get a double kiss.
Bit of
That looks
side.
about right.
Ooh, just missed it. And is the cue ball going to be safe? Yes,
No,
it is.
this-
Oh no, it's not.
The 3
Can
is...
get to the edge of the free.
Yeah, this is... Gotta
That's
be
a
careful
thin
with
cut.
the white here, though, because it could fall in the side and in the corner, depending on how he hits it. What is he going for?
He's playing it with some stop.
There's
With
the
some
side.
stun and then side. Oh, it's gone in both basically.
I don't...
I don't
That-
think he'll care which one it was.
That was actually that was a pretty epic call from me, I would say. Let's see, he goes...
It
That-
was
That was impressive.
super lucky, then super unlucky in the next second.
My goodness.
And Peter should run out from here. Although we say should, but
We've
it's
seen
never
many
a
people
certainty.
make many a simple mistake on this show so far.
He'll not want to be that straight in the 6.
Yeah. Just need to finish up these balls, get it up, put a bit of pressure here on David, just to make sure that he doesn't completely run away with it.
Soft backspin here. Try just not to lose the cue ball.
Yeah, it was good. One thing that that I've noticed, at least from the quarterfinals onwards, is that there hasn't been really any close matches. Like, the closest match we had was it 7-4, 7-3? Yeah, both semifinals 7-3. The closest quarterfinal match was Marek Hajdowski against Martin Forman, which was 7-4. Otherwise, it was 7-2, 7-3, 7-3.
Pool is a momentum game, and
Definitely.
you want to get into that rhythm. It's not just about winning the racks, it's about winning them your own way. Playing the shots you feel comfortable to play, and not backing away from certain angles. And just by winning one such rack, you can get such a boost of confidence that is going to guide you through the next few racks.
And there we have the 10 ball to half the deficit in half. It is 4-2 in favor of David Žalman, with him also breaking. David up till the final had a really good break shot. We saw that in the semifinals as well. And I think that's been one really strong suit for a lot of... Because for me personally, like when I was playing my break shot elsewhere, and like in any other table except for these 2 gray ones in the club area, then my break just was not working. So I think that really had a negative impact on my game overall because I just wasn't able to play the pool or the 10-ball pool that I was used to.
My break felt alright actually, and I had quite a few very good ones, but then it was my own undoing not being able to clear up the remaining table. Usually it's the other way around. I'm not too happy with how my break shot looks overall, but I do try to eke out not very straightforward frames. But today it was the exact opposite. Break shot was on point, potting wasn't.
Let's see, will he be going for the defensive shot behind the 3? Yes, he will be. Nice shot. Maybe, I think Peter would have preferred to be a little bit closer to the 3 here, but...
Especially if it's jumpable, and I have a feeling it is.
Hard to say, hard to say. I think there's an option to actually go just above the 2-ball here, which is why I think he would have preferred to be a lot closer to the 3-ball, just to make sure that option would have been closed off.
And if he makes this,
Whoa,
as he has
what
done,
a shot.
that
What
feeling
a
will be
shot.
accentuated.
Wow. Let us get a replay of that. So, yeah,
Phenomenal shot.
that was definitely one of the reasons why he would have wanted to be closer to that 3-ball. Oh, perfect. Wow, nice. Now, this positional play from the 2 to the 3 is going to be awful. Yeah, there was nothing more he could do with it
That's
there.
the most angle he could have gotten there. Now he will just play a simple follow-through shot, hope that the 7 doesn't obstruct the cue ball,
Yeah, here the 7 here is going to
and try to be not straight, but almost straight on the 4.
As long as he gets anywhere on the left side of the 4, I think he'll be happy.
7 ball
Wow,
avoided.
nice shot. Yeah.
Excellent shot.
One more big shot, and I think David will be in the clear.
Anyway, he lands on this 5 in the left side pocket, he'll be happy. If it's down the table, he can avoid the 9 and 10 with a bit of left spin. And if it's above the table, he can just elect to go around the top left pocket and land the 7.
Yeah, if he gets to about where he is right now, I think he'll be happy.
And he has
it's,
done.
It's almost exactly there.
Good call.
I'm gonna... Wait, no, we don't want this one. We want this one. We want to see that. That lovely draw shot. Yeah, that was nice.
Note the smooth speed of the stroke.
Yeah, David Žalman has really one of the nice... At least for me, like, the most visually... Like, one of the most visually appealing, like, strokes to watch.
Yeah.
With both hands.
I hear you. None of the top players have a bad cue action stroke style. You
Well,
can't be that good with
again,
a bad one. Maybe you would disagree, Calvin. This is my opinion.
I would
You
like
may
to
have an
disagree with it.
unorthodox one, as I think you know some of us do. But it can't be bad if you're able to make the cue ball land on any part of the table.
I can
that
guess
you
you're
choose.
right, but
Still, I would be happier to recommend Žalman's cue action than Meister's, just giving an example.
yeah, if we were to give an example. And with that, Žalman is now up to his 5th point of the match.
Establishing a commanding lead.
It all started there with that 1 ball, which he just potted beautifully.
Do you think Petr Urban is starting to feel the pressure?
Yeah, he played a pretty good save, and then Žalman was still able to get out of that. Yeah, I think any player in the Peter's position would definitely be feeling the heat right now. As I mentioned previously, I think David is completely on a different level today.
Petr is still more than capable of stringing together
Most
2 break-in
definitely.
runs.
Definitely
And that
ain't
would
counting
make
him
it
out.
much tighter. Still, at this point, David would have to be considered the favorite for the title.
Once again, hello and welcome to our 54 live streaming audience members at the moment. At one point it was even 59. Maybe, perhaps we'll get even to 69, which would be
Ooh.
nice.
No, Calvin, let's dream big. Let's go 70.
70, wow. That would be almost the biggest amount that we've had in a while.
Still, when you add up all the views,
Oh, wonderful break. He had both the balls going to the side and a
decent
little...
amount, and a perfect angle on the one.
That was a perfect break. That's probably been the nicest break I've seen so far in the whole time that I've been commentating from the quarterfinals.
I
Yeah, he
think
got
he'll be
lovely
disappointed if he doesn't run out from here.
Yeah, that was... For all you math and geometry nerds out there, I think we had a collective happy noises happening somewhere.
Well, it's the mirror image of a perfect layout, but it's still gotta be potted.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity for Peter to get back into stroke, calm himself down, really showed
Natural run
himself.
through on the 4.
remembering that he's also still a participant in this match.
Let that right arm just
Didn't get far enough.
go
Did
through.
not go
and
far.
it hasn't.
He's already not happy with that. You can see him visually displeased with that. Yeah, pounding or a little bit of a fist there.
Still a simple follow through off 2 rails. Natural angle on the 7 for the 8.
He's gonna go into 9, I think, unless he
Maybe he
adds-
can add a touch of left hand side.
Yeah, he's even thinking about the bank here, which I don't think is the right shot.
He's done this on drills 1,000 times, if not more.
Perhaps, but he is losing 5-2 with a perfectly playing David Žalman, so I think...
Losing 5-2, I would bet on a straight direct shot into a pocket over a bank shot, honestly.
I would probably agree with you, yeah. Especially with the 10 ball being kind of in the way here. Oh, nice shot, I think, yep.
Excellent shot. Will he be lucky?
Oh, no.
Wow.
Wow.
That hits hard.
That's how
That sucks for Petr, would have been for real.
As I said, the 9 ball might have been would have been a little bit of a danger there, and perfectly hit, but wow,
This is the worst feeling you can have as a pool player. You play a very good shot against the better odds.
and you're just
You
not
execute it
rewarded
to
for it.
perfection, and you're not rewarded. You get this as the end result.
And especially in a match where things aren't really going in your favor, you really need that little momentum.
And this hasn't gone to his favor that much either.
Not quite,
Not
but
simple shape on the 8. Still doable.
well, actually, I was about to say this could potentially be kind of difficult, but this is David Žalman we're talking about. So
How would you go? 2 rails or 1 rail?
2, maybe even 3, depends on how hard he hits it. Might even go for the bank. That might have been.
2 rails.
Yep. I'm not sure if he was
enough.
going. I don't think he was trying to go for the bank, but that's how it ended up.
Perhaps a 2-way shot. If you're short, you have the bank.
Yeah, exactly. I think
If
the
you
bank
get
would have
long
actually been.
enough, you're perfect.
I think the bank shot was actually the better shot to play for, because trying to get all the way around would have resulted in hitting it way too hard, which from that particular angle would have just been a risky shot.
It always diminishes chances of potting. The harder you hit, the less sure you can be in the smoothness and the straightness of your stroke.
And the precision, obviously. Let's see how he hits this. Maybe with a little bit of a touch of left-hand side just to help the 8 ball going in here.
And the cue ball coming back out.
Oh,
Like
wonderful
that.
shot. Where's the white ball going? Ooh.
Oh, this is
This is-
reminiscent of Petr's shot.
Maybe a little. Let's have another look at this bank shot here. Hopefully to get this in time to see the next shot. Yeah, this is...
Safety shot.
Nah, he's
9 ball.
going for this. He's going for this.
Natural cue ball coming back down.
Peter Urban is dangerous to be letting back at the table. Ooh,
Ooh.
no! This
Odds are
is
against that
chance
one.
for Peter Urban.
But it's the dreaded hanger.
Yeah, you mentioned that before. This is... It may seem like the simplest shot in the world, but cue ball control from this... Phew.
Honestly, Calvin, I'd rather have a half a table straight stun shot
Yeah, this.
than this. Because
Okay.
this you can't practice. Every table, every cloth, every rail acts differently. And you can get sort of the idea where the cue ball's going to go, but you can never
Yeah,
be too
he-
precise.
Just to protect himself from that, he went for the draw shot, but added a bit too much power.
Yeah. Still,
He
trust The cloth over the rails, huh?
Yeah, definitely. I still favor Peter to make this, but considering the context and the circumstances, this is not an easy shot to make.
If he misses, he'll want to overcut. Oh, not undercut, but he's still been, well, not fortunate, but not too unhappy with the end result. But
Yeah,
still,
so
you never want to miss the end ball
I think he missed that to the...
on the fixed side.
Yeah. Let's see. This is, I feel like, a David specialty here.
David can inflict a lot of pain here.
And he makes it worth a
he
cue. Yeah,
does
it's all
it.
right. That is
Cue ball
6-2.
safe.
Yeah, missing that 9 ball directly in the pocket actually ended up being a pretty good defensive shot.
You're 6-2 down. No, you're 5-2 down, and you missed the 10 ball. Imagine how Petr Urban is feeling.
I don't wanna. Thank you. I already had that once today.
Coming back. We all have, Calvin. You're not that special. If he gets
Well,
back
I don't know.
from
My mother
here-
keeps telling me otherwise, but
Mine does too. I don't believe her. You make the mistake of doing so. I was saying, if Petr comes back from here, it will be such a confidence boost.
and it would be
But
very good
also-
content.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, make sure you
Most
like,
important thing.
subscribe, and smash that subscribe button, please. Thank you very much.
Although, when you start making a sizable comeback, in the beginning, you feel so light and you feel like you have nothing to lose. But then, when you get to a few frames back on the opponent, you start feeling the pressure. You start feeling that the comeback is on, and that the opponent knows it, and that you mustn't make a mistake. So then, you are liable to crack.
Well, I don't think David's gonna really give Peter the opportunity to crack him. Unlike Robin, how he likes to crack Jan Meissner. But yeah, this is gonna be I think a pretty straightforward run out here.
Yep. He'll want to be straight on the 4,
That's
or
gonna be the
maybe
main.
even
That's gonna be
to the
main
left
position,
of the
yeah.
aiming line to have a run through on the 5. If he's to the right of the aiming line, he'll have a bit of trouble with the cue ball.
Ooh, and that's exactly what he didn't want. Actually, this might be so bad. He will use a bit of topspin, go into the 10 ball. Actually,
Yeah.
that angle might be too big now that I look at it.
He can still try to cannon it full ball and leave himself straightish on the 5. Nothing to do for the 7. It's basically over the
Or
pocket.
we'll see a David special where he goes bottom right and go off 3 rails. 1,
Ooh.
2, almost 3
it's
rails.
coming, but not quite there.
That's what she said. But that was close. That was close.
No roll up behind the 10. It's not that straight.
What's so funny though, man? This is a serious final.
Yeah. As you're
This is
making
no
out to
laughing
be.
matter.
Your face is funny, dude. Maybe a combo on the 10 and the left side pocket.
I now understand why this stream was specifically said not made for kids. Again, hello and welcome to the 58 live streamers watching this stream. I
Hello.
hope you're enjoying this as much as we are.
Almost back to the record. Just 2 more, and we've cracked it.
Yeah, I think that was a better option to go with the safety. And again, this is just something you're playing against somebody who's playing perfectly, and then all of a sudden, like let's say things don't go quite his way, and then he plays a perfect defensive shot. It's like,
Still, you can return the perfect defensive shot by playing the 5 ball off the bottom rail, or the cue ball off the bottom rail into the 5, leaving the cue ball where the 5 is now, and sending the 5 up the table with a large cover area made by the 9 and 10.
potentially, yeah.
So for that to work, you have to get right underneath the 5 and full ball contact.
And he's missed. This final is unfortunately, I feel like, going to be going down the same roots as the semifinals and quarterfinals. Very one-sided at the moment. Although, history has shown us that we've seen finals that have come back from 8-1 to 8-8, as for example when it was Peter Urban against Mikola Moros at the 9-ball Czech Championships in 2022, so last year. Or 8-2.
I think it was 8-2, but still.
In any case, it was a huge comeback.
Achievement.
So obviously, and again, Peter Urban is not a player you ever will count out until the very end.
Almost a scratch, but perfect position.
Well, he just played this a bit forward. Depends what kind of angle I suppose he has.
No need to baby it. Oh, he can even run through off the bottom rail. Somewhat of a cocky shot, don't you think?
Well, he is winning 6-2. But again, yeah, that's he should have paid a bit more attention and care to really get nicely on the 10 here. But I think he should still be fine.
Tight cut,
and
it is in.
Wow!
And cue ball's out of harm's way. 7-2.
Just when you think that, like if you're Peter, you think, oh, maybe he'll miss this. Nope. It's almost like he's doing it on purpose to make him feel worse.
Yeah, exactly. It demoralizes you when an opponent loses shape.
And he's still...
But makes an amazing shot. Because you have this sliver of hope that you're back on the table. But secrets out, you won't.
Well...
Because you're playing against one of these two gentlemen. David Žalman and Petr Urban, of whom David is in a better position being on the hill. Race to 8. David Žalman, Petr Urban, 7-2.
I think the sickness of how Petr Urban, or like how he's not feeling 100%, is playing a role here. Like obviously David has been playing amazingly. Like we can't take anything away from his performance, but Peter has been feeling under the weather, and like he came into this tournament today just saying that he wants to get to the top 16, which is something that's kind of not really like him because we all know what he can do.
He was at the Qatar Open last week,
or however many weeks ago. It was recently,
or 2 weeks ago at least. And temperatures there go from 40 on the outside to 20 on the inside through air-conditioned devices, which can drive any human being's self down the drain.
And here might just be the final nail in the coffin that has been this match for Peter Urban. That was a very unlucky kick there. Although he has been a tiny bit lucky with the 1 ball here. Oh, but... maybe not, because David's going to play safety.
I feel that he could run this through in the bottom left. But maybe the camera angle is misleading. Still, very good save.
If this match ends with a 3-foul rule, then this would be the most anticlimactic way to finish a final, but... yeah,
or one of the best ways.
Oh, and he's missed the 3. He's missed the 3.
He's not feeling well. I don't think he's done that since he was a junior.
You can just see him laughing at the situation. I think he's mentally finished here at this point. I think he's kind of hoping for David to finish it here, just to make sure.
I think last time they played in the final in Brno in the national championships, it was Petr Urban who won 8-1.
Yes, it. I think it was also 10-ball, if I'm not mistaken.
Or no, it was Calvin. I think it was. It was October 2022.
No. He actually David played against Christos Sezis, because that was the semi-final that you played with him there.
That was the CPT this year.
Oh, that was the CPT this year.
Yeah, the final was in the Mistrovství Republiky.
Ah, okay. I'm confused.
Last autumn. And it felt like such a one-sided outcome. Petr Urban 8-1 against his old foe and compatriot David Žalman. But now it feels like David Žalman's the one who's going to inflict revenge.
Well,
if he gets right on this 4-ball, he'll be almost there.
The 6 will be kind of hampering him if we're going to the normal position of going backwards, but...
run through and straight on the 4.
Perfect.
Almost straight. Just as perfect.
Just needs to be a bit careful here of how he moves this cue ball, just to make sure he doesn't end up behind the 10-ball, white ball not in the side. Yeah, he plays
even
perfectly.
If he's straight, he'll be okay.
So unless something miraculous happens, I think we're looking at the future 10-ball 2023 champion here. But again, nothing is ever over until the last ball falls. So
5-ball was executed very confidently.
yeah, I think if anybody should be feeling full of confidence and adrenaline, then that would be David Žalman here. Potentially not even a bit of adrenaline, just calmness of like, yep, here I'm.
Ooh, maybe just a tiny bit hampered on the 10. Perhaps the last hope of Petr Urban in this match.
I think Petr Urban is lying down on the one of the couches there and just with eyes closed at the moment and just enjoying potentially the end of this tournament. David's going to show us
short on this 8-ball in the side pocket.
At least David will give us a bit of a show to end the match, maybe a bit of exhibition. Kind of
Cue ball around the
Trump
9
style.
He just wants to get over the line, and he's gonna do so.
Yep.
If he gets decent enough position on this 10.
I think to make it more fair, I think David should play the last 10 ball by like 3 cushions or something. Come on, David. 3 rails. At least a bank shot or something.
2 rails in the top left would do still.
Yeah, he could just play it. Yeah, it's pretty much a straight-in shot.
Yeah, come on, David. Have some fun. You're about to be Czech champion.
For like the millionth time or however many times.
Hajdovski's still ahead, I believe.
He is ahead still in the overall number, at least from 2004, from when I was able to get the early statistics. Oh,
no!
And he's missed! He's missed!
No, could this be a turning point?
I definitely hope so. Ooh, Peter's still alive.
Wow.
He's still...
Would you bet on David Žalman missing the winning 10 ball?
Definitely not from that position, with 7-2, winning 7-2.
Could you replay that? Did you have to play it that strong?
I did not get the replay on that.
Well.
Apologies to the 62 viewers out there.
Ooh, record. Well, we'll let your 62 imaginations tell us what could have happened if he'd played a bit slower on the 10, which I think most pool players would do.
He's overcut it.
Oh,
will he get lucky?
It's not good. Not over completely, but still quite cuttable.
Yeah, I don't know. This seems...
Although it seems like a straight-in bank, but
no, I
he
think
still
he's
wants to
gonna
cut this.
Again, the bank would be more dramatic.
But we are not all men of flair.
Welcome to your 2023 champion, David Žalman!
Congratulations!
Winning 8-2 in a, unfortunately, one-sided affair, but
compelling nonetheless.
That's usually how affairs are.
And if there was one deserving winner tonight, it certainly was David Žalman, who produced the most consistent displays across the entire day and across the entire season. He has been #1 overall, one of the 7 different winners of an event this year.
And now becoming the first person to win 2 events this year.
And without question, the player of 2023 in the Czech Republic.
Definitely. Well, I think this is where we'll be saying goodbye. Thank you very much for tuning in and děkujeme, že jste to přežili v té angličtině na tu hodinu a něco, co jsme to tady komentovali. So, I hope you enjoyed. Milan Ugrin is currently giving out 2nd place to Petr Urban here. So, if you're at home, you may clap your hands once he gives this trophy, I'm sure. No, never mind. In any case, I hope you guys have at least enjoyed this a little bit. And yeah, this is us signing off. Calvin Washburn.
Damian Markovic, thank you for your company tonight.